I'm your man, Jay Muscle, here again for another session of Speak Your Game. And yes, just like I said before in the last session, we are going over the NFL teams, division by division, team by team, and I'm going to tell you, let you know, my predictions for each team. Now, if you don't know, if you are new, and I apologize if you are new because this is Speak Your Game, and my name is Jay Muscle, and I don't hold no punches here. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I keeps it very, very interesting. Very interesting. And one thing that I do know is that some things aren't going to change. I'm going to let you know that some things aren't going to change. And for those hoping that things are going to change, I have to sadly let you know nothing's going to change. You're not going to see nothing new. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the AFC North. I did talk about the Cincinnati Bengals. I did say that they were in good position to do well in this season after their defense played horribly bad last season. So we're going to move on to the next team I'm going to talk about. And there's probably going to be a lot of feelings hurt because I know quite a few fans of this team. And I'm just going to let you know now, as I go through these divisions, as I go through these teams, I'm not going in alphabetical order. I'm just going to let you know that now. I'm not going in no alphabetical order. So the team I wanted to talk about was the Pittsburgh Steelers, because a lot of people think there's going to be something different about what's going to happen with this team. And let me just be a nice guy about it then, all right? Let me just be a nice guy about it. Let me be a type of person to go ahead and leave it up to you, to fans, what to think. Let's leave my bias out of it. How about that? How about we do that? How about we leave my bias out of it, and I'm just going to hit you with some facts, some stats, and then some predictive truth. We'll say that. We'll say predictive truth. Now, if you're just getting in, we are talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC North. I've already talked about the Cincinnati Bengals. If you haven't seen my predictions and stuff on the Cincinnati Bengals, I suggest you go ahead to Speak Your Game on YouTube and give it a look, and go ahead and leave your comments, leave a thumbs up. Hey, also subscribe, because we're just going to get into it. We just go into it. I can't say any more without giving it all the way. So we talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. And before I start this, I'm going to say this is just facts. So there's no more Coach Mike Tomlin. After 19 years of him coaching the Steelers, it's going to look a little odd for him not to be on the sideline. I'm not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, but I got used to seeing Coach Tomlin on the Pittsburgh sideline. 19 seasons, most consecutive non-losing season by a coach. 13 playoff appearances, eight division titles, 3 AFC championships, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and 1 Super Bowl. Was at one time the youngest coach to win a Super Bowl. You could only thank Coach Tomlin for putting in all the work, all the time, all the dedication into the Steelers. He did a good job. Future Hall of Fame coach. But, like we all know, the game does go on. Things have to progress. And just because a coach is gone doesn't mean another good one ain't coming in. So the Steelers decided to bring in Coach Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy, if you don't remember, he was the Dallas coach for a little bit. He was also Aaron Rodgers' coach when they was in Green Bay, and they had a little scuffle, a little scaff, and then they parted. Well, hey, as you see, you never know what happens in the future, and we have them uniting. Coach McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers, together again. They won a Super Bowl together. 8 straight playoff appearances in Green Bay together. 3 divisional losses, 2 conference losses, 2 wild card losses, and 1 Super Bowl win. I'm just stating the facts. Hey, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Now, as I've been reading articles on the Steelers, there's been a lot of talk, I would say, about Aaron Rodgers, Coach McCarthy, and them getting the timing together. The timing that Aaron Rodgers is used to, and he's been trying to, wants to push, and maybe he's been trying to push it as Coach Tomlin been there. But that is the plan. That is the plan. There is only one thing that I want to throw out there. Aaron Rodgers is 42 years old. Let me say that again for y'all in the back. Aaron Rodgers is 42 years old. This is not prime Aaron Rodgers that would kill you passing the ball and had some great moments. Hey, nothing to take away from him, but Father Time is undefeated for a reason. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this question right here, Steelers fans. Could the talent of the defense carry Aaron Rodgers to another ring? Yes, it has happened before. It happened in Denver with Peyton Manning when he went there. The defense was so amazingly good. Also, like, they had some real killer wide receivers there in Denver at the time, too. And Peyton was able to get another ring. Okay, that is the example. But I want to know, Steelers fans, NFL fans, what are y'all thoughts on the defense carrying Aaron Rodgers to another ring? It could be possible. Anything can happen. Hey, any given Sunday, you can win or lose. It's simple as that. But let's talk about this defense for a second, because if you've watched football, NFL football, throughout time, you may have heard how stout the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is, and always have been. It's the part of the culture there at that franchise. The Steelers and hard defense go together in Pittsburgh. If you don't know that, now you know. If you ain't never heard the Steel Curtain, I suggest you pick up your phone and Google Steel Curtain and prepare to be amazed. But the defense was ranked 10th in rushing yards allowed, 113. They was also ranked 17th in scoring defense, 22.8 points. Was ranked 25th in total yards allowed, 357 yards. This is last season now. Ranked 29th in passing yards allowed, 243.9 yards. Teams kind of did what they wanted to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The stats say it. I'm not putting words in nobody's mouth. I am just reading the stats that was given to me by ESPN and reference Football Focus. Yes, preference Football Focus. I'm just going to let y'all know. These are the stats that I have read. So, Steelers know, hey, this ain't really how it really works here. So, let's go ahead and make some moves to tighten up this defense. So, they go and hire ex-Raiders defensive coordinator Pat Graham. Hey, awesome dude. Hey, he had Max Crosby and Raiders looking like a beast with the situations that he came up with. And hey, he runs a hard-hitting, aggressive 3-4 scheme. Kind of fits with the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? He also has T.J. Watt, Alex Highsmith, Nick Herberg. He has more ways to be creative to get to the quarterback and pressure the offense. Okay, cool. It sounds good. With the talent that the Steelers got on the defense, they already have, yes, it is a good defense. They are going to cause problems with teams in the AFC North. Let me repeat this. They will cause problems with NFL teams that they face this season. The defense will. It will be a very, very hard-hitting defense. But here's where it gets a little sketchy. And like I said, hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading the stats and the facts of the situation. And one thing about older quarterbacks, if some don't pay attention, is they don't move a lot. Their legs don't move as fast as they used to. Stuck in the mud, if we want to do, we just want to put that out there. One thing I did notice, hey, if everyone doesn't know, I am a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. But even with Tom Brady in that last season he was with the Bucs, a lot of times when the play wasn't there, he's throwing it away, or he's throwing it at the player's feet. Or it's a short route and it's the only thing open. Like when you are in your 40s and you're a quarterback in the NFL, that time is even quicker. And here's one thing about Aaron Rodgers that I don't know if anyone picked up last season. Mr. Aaron Rodgers last season threw the ball shorter and quicker than any other quarterback in the NFL. Y'all can look this up. He threw shorter and quicker than any quarterback in NFL history, targeting players below 10 yards, 71% of his attempts. Highest rate in NFL in past three seasons. Let that sink in for a little bit. Remember how I'm talking about? You got to get the ball out fast because they're coming, for real. Your legs ain't working like you used to. Put this together for you. Let me put this together for you. And then you're saying, let me add something else to you. Let me add something else to it. 39% when the play broke down, 10% of those third downs, he took a sack. Yes, he took a sack 10% of those times. So he can't get away like he used to. He can't move like he used to. And it's nothing against, it's no knock against Aaron Rodgers. He is amazing. He is Hall of Fame quarterback. He was deadly in his prime. But we're talking about Aaron Rodgers right now. Under Coach Tomlin, there were players that could not get open 10 plus yards. Why is that? Rodgers only threw. He only attempted 23% of his passes that went over 10 yards, completing 54 of those attempts. But it's a problem. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you pass the ball twice, 5 yards, twice, yeah, you get a first down. Yeah, I get it. But what happens when the defense is cheating up? And you got to rely on throwing 10 yards plus. They didn't have it last year. So Pittsburgh Steelers said, let's go ahead and grab somebody that can help Aaron Rodgers out. And they went out and found, traded for Michael Pittman Jr. from the Colts. Yep, real good receiver, real bully-like. They're assuming with him and DK Metcalf together, they could just bully the defense, which DK Metcalf was there last year. I just want to get that out there. DK Metcalf was there last year. So, okay, one side was getting double teamed, and the other side probably had someone who wasn't able to get open. Let's just say that. So you have DK Metcalf on one side. You're going to have Michael Pittman Jr. on the other. And, it's not a downside. Michael Pittman Jr. is a ball bully. You know what I'm saying? Tends to get open past 10 yards plus. It could work. With them two in there, I like DK Metcalf too. Like he was shining in Seattle a little bit, then he got hurt, kind of fell off, and then he moved to Pittsburgh, and he had a couple games where he was nice. But can DK Metcalf shine this season with Aaron Rodgers throwing him the ball? So they got, so they added someone to the wide receiver to help Aaron Rodgers get the ball to. Now, no knock against the rushing. Rushing always been something really, really nice in Pittsburgh. Yeah, the bus. You know what I'm saying? Jerome Bettis, So they do got a little bit of hopefulness with Jaylen Warren. Last season, he ran for 954 rushing yards, 6 TDs on 211 carries. He can get it done. If they give the ball to him a little bit more, it gives Aaron a little bit more or less time to throw the ball to possibly not get hit. Rico Dowdle, he was killing it in Carolina. 236 carries, 176 yards rushing, 6 TDs. Steelers signed him for free agency for 2 years, $12.2 million. Okay, you got the running there. You got wide receivers. You got the running game together. It seems like it's coming together, right? Okay, well, you still got to deal with the offensive line. You know the offensive line is one of the highest paid youngest units in the NFL. Let me repeat that for y'all. The O-line is the youngest, highest paid unit in the NFL. They hired James Captain as new O-line coach. They make it move. They switching things around. Coach McCarthy flipped around Troy Fananu to left tackle and Mason McCormick to left tackle. It's going to be a dogfight in training camp with on that right side, right guard Spencer Anderson and Brock Huffman. They got some real nice things going on with the offensive line. I can't lie about that. Right tackle Broderick Jones coming back from injury. They drafted a dude named Max in the first round. They're fighting for the starter spot. I mean, could this offensive line keep Aaron Rodgers upright? I want to know what y'all's thoughts are, Steelers fans. Can this high pay? That's a real. They like one of the highest paid offensive lines in the league. Is the money going to be worth it? That's the question. Is the money going to be worth it? Because it's going to have to. I know they got their center, Zach Frazier, monster in the middle. But if you didn't hear my last session, there's a team in their division who just revamped their defensive line. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, I suggest you go back to the last session and see who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's the Cincinnati Bengals. They have revamped their defensive line, and they're looking to cause trouble. The Steelers have spent all this money on this offensive line to get Aaron Rodgers to at least one more dance. One more ring. Now, while the defense will return to their ways of stopping offenses, the Steeler defense will be facing some serious fast defenses. And, I mean, it don't look good for the Steelers. They're in the middle of the pack when it comes to schedule. And the first half of their schedule, it's workable. It's the second half that's a problem. And I'm just going to run. I'm going to run through it with y'all right quick because I'm going to ask y'all the question. I'm going to ask y'all this question, and I want to know y'all's answer. Now, week 1, week 2, okay. Week 1, they play Atlanta Falcons. Like I said before, you never know what type of Atlanta Falcons will pop up on you. They're a hit and miss team. Their run game could be good. Just their under center, it just be iffy. Bad decisions, missed passes, stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Steelers a win on that. New England, are they going to be the same thing that they was last season? Sometimes when you get tape on people, things don't really go the same type of way as it did the season before. So I'm even going to be nice with this one. I'm going to say Steelers will win this one. This will be like a close one, like 23-21 type game. Now, we fall into week 3. The Cincinnati Bengals, the revamped defense, their defense, head-to-head. But on offense, like I say, player to player, pimp to pimp, weapon for weapon, they can't measure up to the Cincinnati Bengals, especially if you have a healthy Joe Burrow. That's an L. Week 4, they play the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns really don't have nothing going on right now. They let go of one of their top defensive players to the Rams. I like Shedeur Sanders. Could a miracle happen? Yes, a miracle could happen. But stat for stat, player for player, weapon for weapon, they're not beating the Steelers. So I'm even going to go with week 8, they sweep the Browns. So Week 4, we're looking at 3-1 by week 4. Now we fall into week 5. They're playing the Indianapolis Colts. We all saw how Daniel Jones revamped the Colts, and the Colts were looking like they were destined for the Super Bowl until he got hurt. He got hurt. He's been running with the offense. He's been doing defensive stats and stuff with the team. He's heading into training camp. He is looking like he will be there for week 1. So I'm sorry, you're going to have to take an L to the Colts. Player for player, weapon for weapon, that don't measure up. Steelers get stomped by the Colts. Full touchdown on that one. Now, here's where things get a little iffy. Week 6 and week 7. Week 6, they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, that might be a nail-biter of a game. A lot of back and forth. Tampa Bay's the new defense, their new guy and everything got going on. Baker Mayfield has a chip on his shoulder because they talking about he ain't really worth what they paying him and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and give Tampa Bay the win on that. So that's an L. I'm just, hey, I'm a Tampa Bay dude. I'm just going to say that's an L for the Steelers. But they play the New Orleans Saints week 7. Hey, we all seen how the Saints are. Unless there's something miraculously that happens with the Saints, that's a win for the Steelers. Just like I said before, week 8, the Cleveland Browns, hey, they sweep the Browns. That's another win. So falling out of the first 8 weeks, they got 1, 2, 3, 4. What, 4 and 4? Somewhere down there, 4 and 3. They get a bye week in 4 and 4. They get a bye week in week 9. They play the Cincinnati Bengals again. So let's say they split those games. So, okay, they get that. Week 11, Philly, L. Denver, L. Texans, L. Week 14, they had the Jaguars. Back and forth type of teams. I'm going to go ahead and, the Steelers go ahead and win that one. Here's where it gets a little iffy. It's late in the season. We already know Aaron Rodgers is in his 40s. He's going to be taking bumps. He's going to have bruises. Can he survive the season? They play Baltimore week 15. That's going to be real big for that defense, facing the Baltimore Ravens, who like to run with Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. How's that defense going to hold up? I'm going to say don't hold up too well, and they can't match scoring for scoring, player for player, weapon for weapon. The Steelers lose to Baltimore, and I'm going to let you in on this one too. When they meet week 18, the very last week of the game or week of the season, they lose that game too. But they do they do get a win with the Carolina Panthers, and they play the Tennessee Titans week 17. So those couple weeks, they'll get a couple wins, but it don't seem like it's going to be any much of a change to what it was like when Coach Tomlin was there. I'm just going to be honest with it. It's going to be no real change, just like when Coach Tomlin was there. And as much as I'm going to give them, I am going to predict them to be 8-9. 8-9. Maybe 9-8. Maybe they might be able to slide into a wild card somewhere like that, but you're going to get the same results that you saw last season offensively with the Steelers. And they're like I said before, they're talking about the timing. Oh, get the timing to where he can get the ball out fast. Isn't that always the plan? Have timing to get the ball out so the quarterback isn't under pressure, young or old? I'm just saying. Isn't that always the plan? But since now Mike McCarthy is back and they reunited, let's not forget they had a little issue back in Green Bay. Now they back together. We're all, all will be better because Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy can get the timing together. It won't happen. I'm just going to let y'all know that right now. It's not going to happen. You're going to see the same results when Coach Tomlin was there with the offense. He's not going to be able to get the ball out. These defensive players are not getting slower. They're coming up with better stunts in the defense. Yes, you could plan. You could do everything that you could want to do, but these Steelers is going to have the same results that they did when Mike Tomlin was there. It's going to be no change. So I'm going to ask you, Steeler fans, have the Steelers made enough moves to protect Aaron Rodgers and get them to the playoffs? And the defense is going to be the highlight of the team. Aaron Rodgers is not going to be able to be super Aaron unless Warren and Rico both run the ball for 1,000 yards apiece. We will not see Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. I'm just going to let you know that right now. Hey, no sugarcoating about it. We will not see Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. If you think so, go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments. I would like to see what you got to say, because it's not going to be what y'all think with these Pittsburgh Steelers. They be really, to tell you the truth, they might as well get ready for third. That is my thought on that. If y'all don't know, my name's Jay Muscle. This is Speaky Gang. Go and subscribe. Put a thumbs up. Leave a comment down in the comment section. I would like to know y'all's thoughts on this upcoming season with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Can the reunion of Aaron Rodgers and Coach McCarthy save the Steelers and get them to another championship? What are y'all thoughts on that? Go ahead and put them down in the comments. But that's all I got right now. You know I'm going to come out with another session. You'll say still got 2 more teams in this AFC North. Hey, I'm gonna move on to the NFC division on the next round, and I'm just going to jump back and forth AFC and NFC until we get to the 32 teams. We got a little bit more time before kickoff of the season. I know we got the preseason, but it's nothing like NFL kickoff. But I'm Jay Muscle. This is Speak Your Game, and I'll catch y'all next time, because y'all might not like what I say in the next one. You never know. But I'll catch y'all.